But I think the idea of this object that in it contains all the information about the history of an entity that you see now, just trying to visualize that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Obviously the mind breaks down quickly as you step seconds and minutes back in time. But
for sure.
I guess it's just a gigantic object.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be thinking about.
Yeah, I think so. And I think this is one of the reasons that we have such an ability to abstract as humans, because we are so gigantic that like the space that we can go back into is really large. So like the more abstract you're going, like the deeper you're going in that space.
But in that sense, aren't we fundamentally all connected?
Yes. And this is why the definition of life cannot be the individual. It has to be these lineages, because they're all connected, they're interwoven, and they're exchanging parts all the time.
Yeah, so that maybe there's certain aspects of those lineages that can be lifelike. They can be characteristics that can be measured, like with the assembly theory, that have more or less life. But they're all just fingertips of a much bigger object.
Yeah, I think life is very high dimensional. And in fact, I think you can be alive in some dimensions and not in others. Like if you could project all the causation that's in you, in some features of you, very little causation is required, and like very little history. And in some features, a lot is. So it's quite difficult to take this really high dimensional, very deep structure and project it into things that we really can understand and say, like, this is the one thing that we're seeing, because it's not one thing.